Hello, everybody. This is Tin Man Lee, and right next to me is Federico Veronesi. So I am okay. I'm super excited to be here because, as a lot of you have seen my email newsletter, Federico is my photography idol, and so I want to just say a few words before we begin. So I started wildlife photography since probably more than 15 years ago, and I was a very mediocre photographer. And then one day in 2011, I came upon a magazine in Barnes and Noble, which really changed my photography. And this book, I actually have it right here, which I'm reading even now. Is still the book. So it's a magazine by Nature's Best Photography. In this book, if you look into it, right here, I don't know if anybody have this book right here. So this, right here, yeah. So that's Federico winning the grand prize, and that was the grand prize winner, the fighting buffalo in golden background. So I was so inspired by this photographer's work at the time. Most of us were taking photos with front lit. So I actually checked his photos out, and it was a very new style. I have never seen photos with this kind of backlit and dust. And also, I didn't understand it, but I just felt a very strong emotion. So I've been following his work for many years, and very fortunately, this past August, I actually went to a tour with him and actually learned a lot from him. So Federico, as some of you might not know, is a world-renowned wildlife photographer. He is a full-time photographer and guide based in Kenya, and also lead tours to Tanzania and other places near there. And he has won tons of international awards and make the cover of Remembering Lion, Remembering Elephant, and has done so much. And so I'm not gonna keep talking. So Federico, how about you tell us a little bit about how you really started? Because I know you're from Italy, right? And now you are a full-time photographer guide in Africa, which is very unique. I've never seen something like that. So can you tell us how did you start?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Tinman, and hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Well, it's been quite a journey from Italy, actually, from one of the most industrial cities in Italy to the plains of East Africa. It's been quite a journey. I was fortunate to grow up in a family of people who were really keen wildlife photographers and nature lovers. So I developed a very strong passion for African wildlife, specifically African wildlife, already when I was a very small baby. I was about 3 years old. So as soon as I was at an age, as soon as I reached an age where I could travel a bit farther, my neighborhood, at 6 years old, they took me on a safari to Kenya. And that's where it was already a dream come true at the time, and it's like in that trip there was a bond that started with Africa, with this place in particular, with Kenya and East Africa, and that stayed with me throughout. And so after university, I spent about 3 months in Nairobi as an internship just after finishing university. And I realized that I really loved being here and living here. I'd come specifically to try to understand how life in Africa really was, besides doing just one safari of 10 days. How was it to live here? So I did these 3 months, and I loved it. And I found a job in Nairobi, which was a job related to administration, which is what I studied in university. And but it gave me the chance to move here. And then of course from here I bought a car and I started driving all around in the holidays and in the weekends. Every weekend I would be out photographing wildlife. That's how I moved into Kenya. And then after about 4.5 years of the work, I decided that even that wasn't enough. And so I just wanted to go full time into the wild, full time in among the animals, photographing them every day. So I set up a small tent for me in the Masai Mara, and I moved there basically in 2007, April 2007. And that's how I started. So I started photographing full time, guiding people. I took a guiding license here in Kenya, and so that's how it evolved from there, basically. And so it was quite a journey.
Wow! So it's really a connection since you were 3 years old with the animal, and basically went to the first trip and then got connected, and then just it's like the calling from Africa, right? And then you just went there,
Absolutely.
went for your job and everything. So that is courageous. That's very courageous, because a lot of us
No, it's
struggling with a lot of us love wildlife photography, but very few actually did it like this. So were you